Psalm 139 and verses 7 to 11. As you approach 2026, I want this word to be your guide. I want this word to drive you. And I want you to remember this word which you hear tonight, because you're going to need it for 2026. Psalm 139 from verse 7 to 12. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost part of the sea, even there your hand will lead me, and your right hand will hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall fall on me, even the night shall be light about me. Indeed, the darkness shall not hide from you, but the night shines as the day, and the darkness and light are both alike to you. What a glorious psalm. It's a very powerful psalm that talks about God's presence wherever you are. You are about to enter a year you have never entered before. From January 1st, 2026 to 31st December 2026 is a life we are yet to live. But the God who is ever present is starting with us, and he will end with us. He will show us mercy from the 1st of January up to the end of 31st December. The psalm is a very powerful psalm, and I want to look at it verse by verse and look at what the psalm is teaching us. In verse 7, the psalmist asks a rhetorical question. It says, where can I go to escape God's presence? In other words, the psalmist is saying, is there a place you can be where God is not? Is there a situation you can be in where God is absent from you? Can we escape God's presence? Can we ever go to a situation and say, oh, God is not here. God has abandoned me. So the psalmist is asking the question, where is that place where I can go where God is not? Is it in the year 2026? Is it in the year 2027? Is it in the year 2028? Where can I go that God is not? So he starts to offer options to answer that question. Where can I flee from your spirit? Where can I go to escape God? Is there a place I can be that God is not? And he offers 3 places. And in all those places, he says God is there. The first place is, he says, if I ascend into heaven, you are there. That is the highest and the best place to be. The psalmist is saying, if I get to heaven, if I am in your presence, if I'm at the highest level of my life, if I'm at the best place of my life, you are there. And that's the easy one. When we are in a good place, it is easy for us to know God is with us. When we are happy, when we are joyful, when things are working for us, we shout testimonies of praise and we say, oh, God is good. Life is good. Everything is going well for me. So that's where the psalmist starts from the good place. He says, if I'm in a good place, I can tell God is with me. And all of you can tell God is with you when things are well. When there is money in your account and you write the checks and the money never gets finished, you know God is with you. When you wake up in the morning and there are no creaks and no no disturbances in your bones, you know God is with you. You go through the year and there is no hospital visitation. It's very easy to know God is with you. So there are moments in our life when we experience heaven in our lives. And the psalmist says, when I'm in that place, I know God is with me. And, you know, I don't know about you, but each one of us, that's where we want to be. We wish that all our lives will be heaven on earth. Every day will be joyful. Every day will be happy. Every day will be a miracle. People love you. Things are working for you. Your plans are getting fulfilled. You are enjoying heaven. And you say God is with you. And I pray that in 2026, you will have heaven on earth. You have moments of joy, moments of excitement, moments of fulfillment, walking in health, walking in abundance, enjoying the peace of God, enjoying the love of God, your children doing well in school, your children collecting prizes in school, and you getting promotion in the office and getting bonuses, and your car never breaking down anywhere in Accra. I pray that you enjoy that time. Good things happening to you. When we were children, when we went out for Christmas celebration, we went from house to house, and the house that will give us something, when after we sing, they give us biscuits or cake or something nice, we will pray that the woman of the house will give birth to twins in abundance. And then when we go to a house where there is no cake for us, we say the opposite for them. I pray that you have twins in abundance if you desire it, that your cup will overflow, that you will have joy. So the psalmist says, if I go to that place, when I'm in that heaven, when I'm in a good place, I know you are there. However, the psalm does not end there. He moves, he says God moves in the highest place. But the next place he talks about is not a good place. He says, if I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. So he moves from the highest and the best place to the lowest and the worst place. The psalmist is saying, when I'm having heaven, God is with me. What if I'm having hell? What if things are not working? What if I'm at a low point in life? What if I'm having things are not working for me? It's a bad place. Is God with me? Because usually we associate Satan with hell. When we think hell, we think Satan. But the psalmist says, even when I am in hell, God is with me. What is he saying? That there are moments in our lives when we will feel like we made our bed in hell. I like the phrase, make my bed in hell. It paints the image of someone who finds himself in a condition that he can't rise up from. He's in a problem and he can't get out of the problem. So what happens when it's not just heaven, but in a moment you are going through hell? Because as much as we want to experience heaven every day, we know by experience and from the word of God that life is not always heaven on earth, that sometimes we go through bad patches. We experience pain. We experience attacks. Things go wrong. Things don't work well. And the greatest pain in life is when you're going through pain, and in the midst of all that, people turn against you. Those you trust betray you. And those you thought will rise up to help you actually help you to go down further.
So what do you do when you go through that? When you are facing a difficult time? Is God absent? No, the psalmist says God is there too. He's there too. When things are bad, he's there too. You cannot escape his presence. He's not only in heaven or in our heavenly situation, he's also in our hellish experiences. And he says, I can't escape God. He's with me when I'm happy. He's with me when I'm sad. He's with me when it's heavenly. He's with me when it's hellish. I pray you have very little of hellish experiences and more of heavenly experiences. But anytime you go through a hellish experience, no matter the form it takes, remember, it is not a sign that God has abandoned you. It does not mean that God has left you alone. It does not mean God is even angry with you. The psalmist says, if I go through that, I still know God is with me. So in 2026, remember, when you are having a heavenly experience, God is with you. When you are having a hellish experience, God with you. Then he goes to a third location. Very interesting. He says, if I dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea. What is he talking about? If I am in heaven, you are there. In hell, you are there. Now he says uttermost part of the sea. Isn't it amazing? It's not hell and it's not heaven. You are in the place that I call the in-between place. The in-between place. It's not bad and it's not good, and you are there. The English idiom at sea means to be in the middle of nowhere and confused. So the psalmist is saying, when I'm in a good place, God is there. When I'm in a terrible place, God is there. When I'm at sea and I can't even figure it out, I can't make sense of it, and nothing seems to make sense. Things are not terrible. Things are not too good. I'm just hanging in there. He says, even in that middle place, when you are not sure or whether it's a good place or a bad place, you can still say, God is with me. I don't know where you position yourself today. Some of you today feel you are in heaven. God bless you. God is with you. Some of you say, Pastor, you're talking to me. I'm in hell right now. God is with you. Some of you say, Pastor, I'm not in hell. I'm not in heaven. I'm at sea. Even there, the psalmist says, God is with you. You cannot escape him. Wherever you are, he is there. Being at sea is a difficult moment. It's like sitting in a bus without moving. It's like going to the trotro station. The mate is crying where the bus is going, and you are going where the bus is going, and you go and sit in, and probably you are the first passenger, and they are waiting for other passengers to come and join before you move. You seem to be in the right place, but there is no movement. That is when you know I'm at sea. It's like going for an interview and waiting for the results and not sure whether you pass or you are failing. You are at sea. It's like a man asking a woman to marry him and being told, wait, I'm praying about it. You are at sea. And the psalmist says, even when you are at sea and you can't figure it out, things have not worked out. They are not bad, but they are not worked out. He says, God is with you. So how can we escape God? There's no place to hide. He's there in heaven. He's there in the hellish situation. He's there when you are at sea, not sure of where to go. But the question that we have to ask is, if God is with us, what is he doing? I'm going through this. God is supposed to be with me. What is he doing? Well, the psalmist answers that question in the 10th verse. He says, there your hand will lead me, and your right hand will hold me. It's a very interesting way he describes it. God is present. How do I know? His right hand will hold me, and his hand will lead me. What does that mean? Because normally when we are in trouble, we don't want somebody to say, I'm with you. You want to get out of the trouble. So he says, God will hold you. Wherever you are, if you are having a good time of your life, God's hand will hold you. If you are having a hellish time, God will hold you. If you are at sea, God will hold you. The Hebrew word that is translated as hold for us in English means to grasp something fiercely and firmly. It's like somebody comes to embrace you violently and won't let you go. Have you ever met people who give you a hug and you want to get out and they won't let you get out? And you want to be free and they won't let you. Or somebody who shakes your hand and says, give me 5. He shakes your hand and holds your hand, and you want to pull your hand and you can't pull your hand because the grip is so firm. God says, that's what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to hold you so firm you can't wiggle out. I'm going to hold you so firm the enemy cannot take you out. I'm going to hold you so firm that nothing can take you out of my hand. When you are going through a good time, don't be afraid and think, oh, this is too good to be true. I think things are about to go bad. No, in the good place, God holds you. Your story will continue. Your testimony will continue. The good times will continue. If the times become wrong and hellish, God has not abandoned you. He's holding you. Even in hell, he's holding you. He says, I will firmly take hold of you. It's the kind of hold that keeps you safe. The presence of God will hold you. And then he says, not only will he hold you, but he will lead us. He will lead. His hand will lead you. What does that mean? God will point out the way of escape for you. God will show you the next step to take. God will guide you out of trouble. You know, many times we think that when we are in trouble, a miracle will happen and all of a sudden, oh, we are free. But many times God orders our steps. He teaches our mind. He gives us wisdom. He gives us strategy. He gives us idea. And all of a sudden, an idea that came to us early at dawn or at the night when we are praying, a thought that drops into our minds, we begin to implement it, and then it takes you out from that hellish situation into a heavenly situation. May the Lord hold you, and may the Lord guide you. If there's anything I pray for you for 2026, that as you walk through from January to December, each moment of your day, whether you are in a heavenly situation, in a hellish situation, or at sea, that God will hold you and God will guide you. And then he tells us in verse 11, if I say, surely darkness shall follow me, even the night shall be light about me. He says, when I think it's all over, God will turn my darkness into light. And the reason he does that is in verse 12. He says, because the darkness and the light are both alike to God. In other words, when you are in the dark, God does not have vision impairment. We have vision impairment when somebody is in dark. When the lights go off, we can't find our way. He says, don't think that when things are off, God can't find his way. And don't think that God only walks in the light. He moves in the dark he moves in the night. He's saying the circumstance you are living in cannot prevent God from working in your life. In less than 30 minutes, we're going to take a step into a new year. And I came to announce to somebody, you can't escape God. You can't escape his mercy. You cannot run away from his presence. Wherever you go, he is with you. He's with you in January. He's with you in February. He's with you in March. He's with you in April. He's with you in May. He's with you in June. He's with you in July. He's with you in August. He's with you in September. He's with you in October. He's with you in November. He's with you in December. He's with you every month. He's with you every week. He's with you every day. He's with you every hour. He's with you every minute. He's with you every second. He's with you every moment. There will be no moment, no matter how you feel, where God will abandon you. When things are good, he's with you. When things are bad and you can't make sense of what is happening, he's with you. When every friend turns against you, he's with you. Because the light and the darkness make no difference to God. What you think is a mountain is like chaff that he will blow away. Problems you have left in 2025 that are following you and you are afraid, how am I going to solve this in 2026? May the Lord blow upon it like chaff. May the Lord's presence come and turn every situation around. If you have made your bed in hell, maybe you look at me and you say, Pastor, you are telling my story. 2025, it looked like hell broke loose on me. I made my bed in hell. I had health challenges. I had difficulties in my marriage. I had difficulties with my children. I had difficulties in my business. Nothing seems to work. Maybe you made your bed in hell, but the Lord will hold you and he will guide you out of hell into a good place. Somebody say, I'm going to a good place. Say it boldly. Say, I'm going to a good place. Say 2026, the Lord will hold me and guide me to a good place. The Lord will hold my family and guide us to a good place. The Lord will hold my children and guide them to a good place. No matter what you're dealing with, the Lord will hold you and he will guide you. It is the year of his kingdom. His kingdom will come and his will be done in your life as it is in heaven. His kingdom will manifest and his will, his perfect will be manifested in your life. So as we encounter this new year, if there is anything I want you to remember Psalm 139 from verse 7 to verse number 12. Let it be your heartbeat. Let it be your assurance. And anytime you're going through any situation, remember God is with you. You know, there are people who don't like good things, especially when good things happen to them a lot. They feel like bad is going to follow the good. There are people who cannot laugh. They can't rejoice because they think calamity will always follow a good thing. I came here just to announce to somebody, when God blesses you, you are blessed indeed. When God opens a door, no one can shut it. When God says it is so, it is so. When God says I will lift you, he will lift you. When God says I will make you, he will make you. He will make you. I said he will make you. He will establish you. He will bless you. He will bless your home. He will bless your family. He will bless your household. You will smile. You will rejoice. You will experience heaven. But if peradventure you experience any hellish situation, remember God is still with you. Don't go through that and say, oh God, I think I'm done. The psalmist says, even when I say I'm done, God says, I will bring you light. You are not done. You are not finished. You are not ended. And I pray that the same eyes that saw the end of 2025 will see the end of 2026. May the Lord who has brought you to the end of this year bring you to the beginning of next year and cause you to see the end of that year. Through every change and season of your life, in good times and in bad times, you are in his grip. He's got you. He's gripped you. He's holding you. And he's not holding you lightly. He's not holding you gently. He's holding you firmly and almost physically violently. And he says, you are mine. And no one can take you out of my hand. That is God's assurance for you as we enter 2026. He's our strength. He's our shelter. And he's our help. Psalm 46. Verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. Somebody say, God. Oh, say it boldly. Say, God is my refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, I will not fear. In 2026, God is your refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. He's our place of safety. In him, you are safe. In him, you are secure. In a few minutes, as we enter the new year, I want you to enter with a strong assurance of God's presence with you and in you. Just a few days ago, we celebrated Christmas, the birth of Jesus.
The prophet said, and his name shall be called Emmanuel, God with us. God is not with us abstractly. God is not with us in the air. God is not present with us generally. He's present to us in a very specific way through Jesus Christ, Emmanuel. In him, God is with us. In him, God is our refuge. In him, God is our help. In him, we have safety. If you want to enter the new year with the assurance of God's help, then Jesus must be in your heart. He must be the Lord and the Savior of your life.